Hi, I'm Andy, a collection specialist at Credit Sage, and my goal is to help people learn how they can remove Fox Collection Center from their credit report, and in many cases without paying their debt at all. So if that's you, or even if it's somebody that you know, then I encourage you to watch this video all the way through, because by the end of it, I know that you're going to know exactly what the next best step is to take. Now, this doesn't mean that you shouldn't take action. For example, if you know or you believe that Fox Collection Center or any of the other accounts on your credit report are the result of identity theft, or have a wrong balance after you've already paid, or any major issues that are seriously affecting your life, you may be owed a settlement. And we work with a network of local attorneys that will work on your behalf at zero cost, win or lose, in addition to getting the accounts deleted permanently. Or, if no issues like that exist and you just want the account removed from your credit report, we can certainly help with that too. Just give us a call today. Our number is in the description below this video. And with that, what I want to do is I want to go through the most important questions that we get about this company. And first, I want to start with one that I think is really important, and that is, can you be arrested or get jail time for a debt with Fox Collection Center? Now, I put this one at the top of the list because we have a lot of callers that are terrified that this could happen. And trust me, it makes sense because, few people are really taught how credit and debt work in school. I didn't know the answer to this until I got into the business. And fortunately, unless the debt is related to specifically unpaid taxes or unpaid child support, you cannot be arrested or get jail time. So there's no need to worry about that whatsoever. The amount of the debt doesn't matter either. You could refuse to pay $1,000 or $1 million and you will not be arrested or get jail time. So which brings us to, the question, who is Fox Collection Center and why are they showing up on your credit report? Well, they are what's referred to as a debt collector or credit collection agency. And what they do is they buy debts, unpaid accounts like credit cards, for example, often for very cheap. And then they try to collect the full amount. So an example of this would be, let's imagine, that you have, an unpaid card with Capital One, okay? Let's say it's $1,000. Fox Collection Center could, in theory, come along and buy that debt for just $100. But they don't try to collect that amount. They try to collect the full $1,000 from you, which gives them a 10x return on their investment. So yeah, these companies can make a lot of money doing just that. And damaging your credit score by reporting the debt to your credit report is the primary strategy they have to get you to pay. However, once again, what a lot of people don't know is that paying a debt on your credit report does not remove the account attached to it. That account will sit there for 7 years, damaging your score, paid or not. So a lot of time, paying isn't in your best interest and really could just be a waste of money. In rare cases, paying debt, that's on there could even hurt your score further. But in addition to credit reporting, they may also send scary letters. They may call a lot. They may call your family members and colleagues. And I should say, too, if a collector has ever threatened you or harassed you during non-business hours, you once again may be owed a lawsuit. So that's another case you want to give us a call so we can connect you with a local specialist that will take action quickly. Should you negotiate a settlement with Fox Collection Center? So settling your debt with Fox Collection Center, I always say, really depends on your goal. Typically, if you're wanting to improve your credit score, paying isn't the best option. Now, why is that? Because, it's what I mentioned before. Even if you pay that collection, it will remain on your credit report for 7 years, damaging your score that whole time. Instead, we always recommend working with an expert like us to review these accounts for you. And if certain issues exist, then the accounts may be removed. And this is a win-win. You won't have to waste money paying a debt that won't help your score. And the negative account gets removed from your report. So it's perfect. So how do you remove Fox Collection Center from your credit report? Well, the Fair Collection, I should say the Fair Credit Reporting Act gives every person the power to challenge information on their report. I will say that the knowledge required to do this is a little bit more involved than it might seem. That's not to say that you shouldn't learn how to do it, but just be prepared. You may be spending weeks or months really learning and understanding how to do it properly. However, if we're able to help you out, if you hire a professional and they handle it for you, you can assure that it'll be done properly the first time and save the extra time. And, we're happy to do it. We've dealt with Fox Collection Center, their accounts many times, and they regularly have issues. And we've helped numerous clients deal with them. And we'll take care of it for you as well if you prefer. How can you get Fox Collection Center to stop calling you? So as I mentioned before, Fox Collection Center will be calling you. It's their attempt to collect the debt they've purchased, which means the only reason that they'll stop calling you is if you settle your debt with them, or you work with a company like ours to potentially have them removed from your report altogether. Will Fox Collection Center try suing or garnishing my wages? Fox Collection Center suing is unlikely. It can and does happen, but in our experience, it's rare. And that's just because there's a lot of laws around how long, they can sue for. Also, what they can do if they win. It's a long process. However, if we're able to find certain issues with the account, they won't be able to collect it all, which is another benefit of using an expert. What are my rights when dealing with Fox Collection Center? So you have the right to dispute any of your debt that Fox Collection Center has purchased. Fox Collection Center is governed by the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, or FDCPA, and as I mentioned before, the Fair Credit Reporting Act, or FCRA. Now, these acts can seem very complicated, but they really provide a great deal of power to the consumer if you know how to use it properly. Now, if you don't have time to research these acts, that's not a problem. You can call us today. We can discuss your options. Again, you'll find our number in the description area below. And with that, that's pretty much all I wanted to cover today. So thanks so much for watching.